Of all the things we thought the new RR 310 would have, wings is not one of them. Well, then we have the open clutch case and then a lot of fancy electronics. Let's get into details and let's find out what this new TVS Apache RR 310 is all about. Visually, the biggest change is, of course, the wings up front. And they're not some small accessory wings. They are actually big, strong wings. And according to TVS, they give a downforce of approximately 3 kilograms. And that is at really high speeds. I'm thinking above 130, 150 kilometers per hour. And then, of course, you have the open clutch case, which I think looks really nice. And with the highlighted clamp, when you see that rotating, when you see it start up, it's something beautiful. TVS say it won't fog up, but it's a big country. We have a lot of mixed conditions. And of course, then you have a bump in power. It's much more powerful than before. And then you have a lot of electronics that have come in. You have cornering ABS, cornering traction control. In fact, I'm sure I'm missing stuff because there's a lot of them. And of course, you have the new color option, the bomber gray, which looks stunning with the red alloys. Looks really, really good in person. So essentially, whatever electronics we saw on the RTR 310, it has all been moved into the RR 310 now. And my favorite feature is the bidirectional quick shifter. I mean, that is something you will thoroughly enjoy any day. I mean, you take it out, even if it's for your commute, even if you're on the track, you're just on the highway, you're going to enjoy that bidirectional quick shifter, and that probably to me is one of the best features on this bike. One thing it misses out is on the cool seats that we saw on the RTR 310. Probably an opportunity missed over there because people do use the RR 310 for touring as well. So we did not have an official word from TVS as to why they did not include that, but definitely I think a missed opportunity there. So there are multiple variants and dynamic kits that you can get your motorcycle with, the Apache RR 310. Basically, there are two variants when you just think about it. One is the standard version without the bidirectional quick shifter and a different color option. And then you get the slightly higher variant which gets the bidirectional quick shifter. And then you can add on the dynamic kits. There's a dynamic kit and a dynamic pro kit. With the dynamic kit, you get the adjustable suspensions, the brass coated chain. And then once you go into the dynamic pro kit, you get even more electronics. You like wheelie control and advanced traction control, cornering control, basically cornering traction control, etc. For me, I think the right value lies in the version with the bidirectional quick shifter, because that is going to change your whole experience with this motorcycle. So to test out the new RR 310, we were taken to the new track, the coast track in Coimbatore. It was really a fun track. The first session, basically I was really getting used to the track because it was totally new for me. And then it was really in the second session that I really started to understand the motorcycle. And the best part is that, I'm not a track expert. I would say I know I'm a noob when it comes to track riding, maybe one step above noob because I have some experience. But what the Apache RR 310 does is it gives you so much confidence. Once you get a hang of the track and you know the layout, then it's all about riding the bike in the right gear and the right RPMs. And the Apache RR 310 feels very intuitive. You immediately feel at one with the bike, and even if you goof up corner entry, like you come in too fast or you brake too late, the RR 310 really has that friendly nature that allows you to, bro, I got this, I know you're still learning, but I will do the remaining 50%. You just give me your 50% and I will do the remaining and keep you safe. So, and to know that there are a lot of electronics that are keeping you safe, traction control, cornering ABS and all this, another added bonus for somebody who's not that well experienced at the track like me. By the second session, I was actually really flowing, and it was a whole lot of fun to know that this can be fine-tuned further, like for example the adjustable suspensions, because for my weight it probably needs a little bit more stiffening up front because it was diving a lot because it's in the stock setting. So it is good to know that you have adjustable suspensions. There was not enough time for me to actually do that, but yeah, next time I do that I'll probably stiffen it up more and then head on, because it will reduce the nosedive. And the beauty is that you have that option as well. Coming to the performance and the overall feel of the whole bike, are the arrows effective? Well, honestly, I don't know. It feels good, it looks good. While you sit on it, you feel like you're sitting on something really fancy. See, it's not like the RR 310 ever lacked front end feel, right? I mean, even at high speeds, the bike felt very planted and it was beautifully aerodynamic earlier itself. So with the new wings, there could be an effect. Probably, you know, if I take it on the highway, when you're doing consistently 160, 170, speeds, when you're going for the top speed, yes, you'll probably notice the difference there. But on the track over here, it's really tough to say whether the wings made a difference. The increase in power, yes, you can feel the increase in power, a slight increase in power over the previous version. You can feel it, especially in that high mid-range to higher RPMs, like probably after 6,500, 7,000 RPMs and higher is where you actually feel a slightly better kick, not in the daily bottom end point of view. There are some vibes, it is not completely solved, but it is no longer a talking topic. Like for example, earlier you used to come back and it's like, man, my hands are tingling. Now they have improved the overall NVH levels and it feels much more in control, and it's more of a single cylinder trait than an RR 310 trait right now. Overall, it is really nice to see that the Apache RR 310 has evolved over the years. Probably one thing that could have also evolved is way that silencer looks. I mean, it's been what, 6-7 years now, and probably a more sporty, sharper looking silencer would have added to the entire beauty of the bike, especially now with the wings. In conclusion, who's this bike for and has it improved? Of course it has improved. It feels much more better. It looks so much more gorgeous. I would say, the wings, let it be the big deal. I mean, it looks nice and it, definitely something to brag about. Performance wise, yes, you can feel the improvement in power. Refinement, there is an improvement refinement, but yet there's probably could take another step. Probably we can see that also coming up later. Overall, this bike I would suggest for not exactly daily use, because it is slightly commuter riding position. If you're a shorter rider, then probably it should not matter, but for taller riders, daily use, definitely it will have an impact on your back because you crouched over a lot. If you're into once in a while commuting in the city, on the high speed sprints on the highway, and definitely anything with the word track associated, you should take this bike because you're going to have a lot of fun, because it's one of the best handling motorcycles out there. So guys, if you have any more questions or comments, or you want to do anything more in detail, do leave a comment and we will get back to you. Check us out on Instagram. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.